Yo guys, what's going on? It's Duel Unlocked here, and today we're going to be doing my November 2024 KC Cup tier list. So we're going to be going over the tiers first, and then we'll go and get into the decks to put them in. So our first tier is the No Chance tier. This is a tier that I think you're going to struggle to hit max if you try and play one of these decks. Not saying that you can't max with a deck, but it will be pretty rough. Max tier is you'll have a little bit of an easier time and potentially could max with the deck. Not with too much trouble, but it still won't be the easiest to max with. So we have a very slim chance. This means that I think you have a very, very slim chance to hit to get top 100. We have a could top, which I think has like a 50-50% chance of topping, basically, kind of. Some tops, I think your deck will get some tops. High tops, I think your deck will get a good amount of tops. And most tops are the decks that I think will have the most tops. So we're going to be starting off with Dark Lords, and Dark Lords have not been doing too well since release. They've only had 3 cogs, and it looks like one of them's in with Leerless, so it's only really 2 cogs of Dark Lords, so I honestly would put it like here, but out of respect for all the Dark Lord players, if you want to attempt to max with it, you can, but it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. Alright, and then we go into Darkfluid. I do think Darkfluid has a slim chance. It could honestly, actually it could top. I do want to see. Only problem it's going to have is like the Predaplant matchup. I don't know how good the other matchups are. They do have multiple Dark Fluids now, which actually I have lost to before. It did come in first October 30th in a championship series count. And I know Duan's done well with it. It's got top 16 a few times. Potentially top 8. I think let's see, a very slim chance. I don't think it has the best matchups in the meta, so we'll keep it there. Raidraptors, I also think, has a very slim chance. It does have access to Infinity. They do have a pretty insane turn 1 now, but the thing is, like, if it goes turn 2, can they really do too much? I don't think anyone's, like, it hasn't not been performing at all in tournaments, so. Has anyone even, one person's got max with it so far? I think I'll keep it a very slim chance, but it's a very, very slim chance, like I said. Now we're going to be going on to our tiers with the floor deck. So floor, thing with floor is it has a few different variants here. Did I even put like a regular floor in? Let me add that in real quick. Here we go. So yeah, we're gonna go in with floor here. So I think floor will actually get a very good amount of tops. Like, I think it's gonna be one of the most top decks. As well, that being the floor Dogmatica variant, as well as the for the floor Gear Freed variant, I think that has a chance to top. I put in like could top. I could see it topping, I could see it not. I could see this one being the way more dominant variant, which I do think it will be. But Dogmatica floor is really good. It's kind of with like the Sun Avalon as well. It's like Dogmatica Sun Avalon floor. If you want to take a look at the decks, here it is. It's Dogmatica, Sun Avalon, Dogmatica. Yeah, it's just, you know, there's so many engines in floor, it's crazy. I do hope that this means that floor gets nerfed. After this KC, I want floor nerfed, Leerless nerfed, and I think, honestly, yeah, I mean, Predaplants could probably use a bit of a nerf as well, but we'll get there when we get there. Now we're getting into the interesting one. We have Star Seraphs here, and I think Star Seraphs has a slim chance to top. Like, I could see it getting a top or 2 for sure. It's still pretty, the skill's still pretty good, even though they did lose a little bit of power with the not getting the spell multiple times per turn. They do also have the limit 3s now, so that's going to be pretty rough. So no Book of Eclipse. So I think it's going to be very slim chance for Star Seraphs. If it ever, surely it will load, but whatever. While we're there, let's go ahead and take a look at True Draco. I think True Draco will also have a very slight chance. Oh, here we go, yeah. Like, it's got alright results, but like, let's take a look at a deck list real quick. This deck list got second place. It's playing 3 Veiler, 1 TTH. I think there's some that are playing like Needle Ceiling, yep. So I mean, Needle's good, but of course, like with Ghost Tricks around, I think Ghost Tricks are gonna like gatekeep a lot of these decks from performing insane, like as well as they could have. Because like Needle would be really good into Predaplants, but because of the fact that they have to deal with Ghost Tricks, and Ghost Tricks are not gonna be caring about Needle Ceiling whatsoever, that might be a problem down the line. Let's take a look at True Draco. I don't really know if True Draco's done too much. It looks like it has got top 4 in a Quantum Daily. That's not bad. Top 16, first play. Alright, okay. So out of respect for True Dracos, I'll put him in a slim chance. I think I'll put it like this here. Like, these are the decks that I think have, from left to right, is, from this tier and above, we'll say it has a higher chance. So if your deck's on the right, it has a slimmer chance than the one on the left. Now, Shiranui. Honestly, I could probably put Shira up here. I think Shira could do pretty well. Like, I almost have it. Like, Samsara is annoying, but we got a second place, fourth place, first place. I mean, honestly, I could put it here, even. I think it definitely has, like, the main thing is they have to be able to play, like, if you know how to play Shira, the deck can be really, really good. But if you go, like, versus Predaplants and you make the Link versus Predaplants, it just can't. You definitely have to be able to play Shira to do well with it, but I think it could do well for sure. So I'll have like a 50-50 chance of topping. Same with like the Gear-Freed Floor variant. So we'll go into the Necros floor. I think the other variant of floor is just the better variant, but I'd put it here. I don't know why I have 2 Necros. And then Rockets, I think Rockets are going to struggle, but I think it'll get a few tops. The main reason I think Rockets are going to struggle is because of Predaplants in the meta. So if we take a look at Rockets here, like, you can see it's doing alright. It's got top 4, top 8. I think it's all in one Grand Prix. Top 16, got first. But, like, I think it's really going to struggle with Predaplants. So that's why I'm not having, like, a high amount of tops here at all. I think Shaddolls will get a high amount of tops. Like, if I take a look at Shaddolls, like, I think they have some really good matchups. This KC is going to be very interesting to see what decks go here, all that. Or, like, well, let's take a look. Second place, top 8, top 8. It seems alright. Like, the results are fine. But, I mean, Winda is just such a crazy card that can, like, stop your opponent from playing the game, so... unless they have the health, so there's that. It is pretty good into Predaplants. I think it's pretty good into basically every deck, right? Winda's just too good. Now, we'll take a look at Sharks. I think Sharks will get some tops here as well. Sharks are probably the best deck for Dweller. They have outs to Leerless with their whatever that card's called. This one, I'll show you guys in a second. This card here, yes. Full Armored Utopic Array Lancer is really, really good. So do keep that in mind. I think it'll get a few tops for sure. Odd Eyes, I'm gonna put that at a very slim chance, probably around here. I don't think it has been doing too well. I could take a look potentially. Let's take a look at Harmonizing Magician. See if anyone's topped with it. No, not a single top, but maybe some people will cook. Maybe some people will cook with it. We'll see. Very, very slim chance for Odd Eyes. Alright, obviously Floor. I already had a Floor up there, just didn't see it. Tachyon. I think Tachyon's maxed here. I think it's high max tier though. I put Fluffles a bit lower here. Yeah, like that. Alright. Time Thieves. Probably very slim chance. I put it a little bit above Odd Eyes though. I think it's just turn 1 is insanely strong. And they have like a lot of recursion, like even if they get like kaiju'd by Predaplants and things like that. It does, like, of course, bird matchup is gonna be one of those. But yeah, like they definitely had the results. I mean, it's a bit like sporadic results, but it's like decent. It's decent. I think most people have like moved on from it though, so we'll see. We'll see if anyone brings it out. Red Eye Zombie is interesting. I think I would put it in the could top category. I don't really know if people are trying it though. Red Eyes Zombie. Okay, no one's even got a tournament top with it, so that would put it down pretty low. So I think it'd actually go to max tier then. Yeah. No one's even like topped it, so I think people are trying the other zombie deck, which is the Balderrock. Now let's see how Balderrock's doing. I mean, it's a non-target banish, so I definitely could do well into a few decks. Still no tops either. But I do think someone might cook with this. Like, I would put Balderrock as a very slim chance as well. Probably like in here as well. Like I could see someone potentially getting a top with it. We're gonna take a look at Cyber Dragons. I think Cyber Dragons are max tier. I don't think they're anything above that, to be honest. I don't think anyone's. I think they've topped maybe once in a tournament. It's just the meta is not good for them. I think they're definitely a chance once the meta changes. Well, while we're here, we have Galaxy Eyes. I think Galaxy Eyes is probably the deck that would do better with Infinity. So I'll put it at a very slim chance. So it's like basically like a 1 to 5% chance. Could top is like 20, or I guess like 30 to 50%. Some tops is like, I'm thinking this deck will get a top at least. High tops, good amount of tops. And of course, the most tops. Well, while we're here, while we're at the most tops, you guys know there's a deck that we all know is gonna be up there, and that is gonna be the TIERLIST. TIERLIST is also gonna be up here. I mean, there's no question. I think it's like the best deck, which would put it above the floor. And then I think, since we're here in the top tier, I think that Ghostrix and Predaplants, I think it's gonna be a pretty split, like, at the top, between these 4 decks. Ghostrix, Predaplants, Floor, and Birds. I think these 4 will be the best performing ones. Like, I think it's gonna be pretty even though, like, there's not gonna be one deck that, like, super outperforms the other one. Because they're all gonna, like, kind of keep each other in check. I think Striker is going to go into this category here. While we're there, Live Twins. I want to give them a slight chance. I definitely could see them potentially getting it. Let's take a look at Live Twin in speed. Or I guess I could just type in live. Yeah, there we go. Have they done anything in tournaments recently? It's been a while. Alright, I think we'll demote this to max tier then. Honestly, if we're being like realistic here, then I'd probably do this as well. I think that this is fair. Alright, Mayakashi though, I think definitely has a chance. Like, it's been doing surprisingly alright, and I feel like in every KC Cup, Mayakashi always overperforms what I expect it to do. So like there is that going for it. Like I think it just has good recursion. Like it's really nice for it. But it definitely could get interrupted and definitely lose pretty hard with like to hand traps and stuff. But like look at these results. There's definitely, you can see it getting up there. Honestly, no. I almost want to put it here, but I don't think that's right. We'll put it up there though. Ancient Warriors are an interesting one, but let's go and put Altergeist into the max tier. I think the problem with Altergeist is they're gonna really struggle with Ghost Tricks potentially, because like I don't know. I think the deck's too slow. Like I think it's good. It's just a little too slow, and like it's all right. We'll see if it does anything. If I take a look at Altergeist on tournament data, I believe it's doing fine. Yeah, no tops. I think it's fine to put it in max tier. I'm gonna put Performage in very slim because I mean they could get access to Dweller. Their skill is actually not terrible either. If we do take a look here, and we go and do that, I can spell it right. Yeah, there we go. I'll see how well they've been doing. And it's been alright. So yeah, I think that's fair. I think I would honestly move it a little bit farther this way. Yeah, I think that looks fine. Unchained. I think I don't want to put it in like the some tops category. I think I would put it in the could top category, because like it just seems like it's not gonna be the best. Like if Predaplants become super meta, then it's gonna be hard for them. I think Super Poly can just wipe their whole board, even though they do have like, it's not all darks, but their main ones are darks. So that leaves us with Ancient Warriors as our last deck. And Ancient Warriors, I think they've actually been doing alright. We'll take a look real quick for our final deck. I think like they have a pretty alright. Here's Unchained. Unchained has dark. They have water, fire, but a lot of them are dark. The Seraph, the big ones, and the Lynx are all dark, so that's gonna be rough versus Super Poly Predaplants, of course. Let's take a look at Ancient Warriors. We got a first place top 8, first place in Fraud Network. Speed battle. Okay, it was a point battle room though, so we'll take those results as you will. I think I'll put it at a slim chance for them to get top 100. I could see it, but so yeah. So this is most tops. These are the decks that I think are going to do the best. There's 4 Tierlist, Floor, Ghost Tricks, Predaplants. Then we have the Sky Strikers and Shaddolls that I think are going to get a good amount of tops. The decks that I think are going to get a few tops are going to be Sharks and Borrowlink. The decks that I think have like a 50-50 chance of getting tops or not would be Shira, Maya, Unchained, and Gearfried with Floor. And then these are the decks that I could see topping, being Star Seraph, like getting a top or 2 would be Star Seraph. But at like a very slim chance, like I wouldn't count on it. Darkfluid Link, Trish, or Necros, there we go, Performage, Ancient Warriors, Galaxy Eyes, Time Thief, and Moldarok. And the rest of the decks, I think, are max tier or worse. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Hopefully this will help you out with your KC Cup. Till then, peace out, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you guys next time.